Hi, I'm Barbara Thomas, a realtor with John Rea Realty, and today I have with me Puddin Young, a realtor, and Al Peterson. Today we want to talk about a buyer's wish list. When you're working with buyers, what do you find are some of the things that they might have on their wish list, Al?
One of the things that I find in the initial conversation when we start discussing the wish list is that couples don't always agree on what they want. Somewhere in the process of showing houses, this is revealed. So it's a good idea to talk about these things up front. The realtor needs to know these things, but most importantly, the buyer needs to know and agree upon what they're looking for.
Good point. Good point. When you're showing, what are some of the questions you might ask a buyer about things maybe that they're looking for?
Well, certainly if they have children, you want to know if they have a preference as to which school district they would like to be in. You need to know how many bedrooms and bathrooms they're looking for. Do they need a big yard, a little yard, no yard at all? You know, kind of get a feel for what kind of setting they see themselves in.
Now let me ask you this question. Buyers always have a wish list. Do you think it's important for them to know what their price range is?
Absolutely. When we talk about price, we talk about what they are pre-qualified to purchase.
Which means, what does that mean?
That means that they have spoken with a mortgage lender. They have given the basic information, and the mortgage lender has issued them a pre-qualification letter for a certain amount based on the information that they have at this point, keeping in mind that underwriting has not taken place, appraisals have not taken place, and so forth. But assuming that all of those things will be okay, they should be able to afford a certain price home.
So I hear you saying that the price of the home can affect the wish list.
Absolutely. Just because someone qualifies for a certain level or a certain amount of loan, it doesn't actually mean that they can afford that level.
We have our wish list, and we've all been there, and even with a new construction home, do you think that you're going to get everything on your wish list, or do you find that you might get in the home and you wish you had done something else?
Well, it's always going to be that way. We get in our homes and we nest, and we find that we may live in the house a little bit differently than we thought that we would live in the house, and your priorities change all the time, so that means that your wish list is going to constantly change. But you know, if you can hit some of the top 3 or 4 things on your wish list, you're doing very well. If you can do it and hit a price range, as Al was saying, that's in your comfort zone, you know, where you're not going to be awake at night worrying about how you're going to pay for everything.
Right, because you want to be able to enjoy your home without that pressure of having a wish list that wasn't fulfilled, or because you couldn't maybe afford it. So it's important to be flexible, to be open, and in our next Realtor Roundtable, we'll discuss a little bit how we as realtors can help you with your wish list. Thank you for joining us today.